Hey, it's been a little bit, and I've been meaning to get this video out for a while, but I've been pretty occupied, so I kind of pushed it back. There's no real script to this. I just have a doc with a few, jot notes of general ideas of what to discuss. But as you can tell by the title, this is basically going to be split in two. First half is going to be about the channel, since I assume that's what people would mostly care about. Second half, I kind of save as an optional sort of part, which is more about my personal updates. That might take a little longer, but we'll see what happens. So, depending on what portions you want to watch, assuming you don't want to watch the whole thing, follow these timestamps on screen right now. Alright, let's begin. So I've been thinking long and hard about how I wanted to continue with my overall collection of content on the channel going forward, because if you couldn't tell already, there's a lot that I've done, and I feel like I've been wanting to cut down on some of it and expand on others, and some of them will just keep the same because, there's no issue with it. Starting with voice acting skits, so something like the Bandana and Waddle Dee video I made, those Pokemon videos I did a while back with Mystery Dungeon, and that one video with, I think it was Jacko Bonnie, Shadow Freddy, and Phantom Foxy. I don't know if that comes to mind to anyone, but if you happen to remember it, I congratulate you for sticking around for as long as you have. I really want to do more voice acting stuff. I'm not going to elaborate on what specifically, but there are a few other projects that I am involved in that I'm really looking forward to seeing. I provided my voice in those as well. When they do officially announce themselves or release, and I will, of course, share them and stuff, because hey, I want you guys to check this out. Not just for me, obviously, because everyone that worked on these projects are just wonderful people. But even with my own stuff, I want to just kind of have more fun with it. Every year, I always want to do a little more voice acting stuff, whether it just be fan dubs or just making random skits or whatever, or memes, and I just end up not doing nearly as much as I'd want to. So I'm hoping that this year I get to embrace it, and with my updated demo reel, I hope that reaches out to more people and they can invite me for more stuff, because I would, again, love to just do more voice content. Mashups are absolutely going to continue. I've been experimenting a little bit with more crossover mashups rather than just, oh, it's a mashup of this song with different versions and covers of it at once. Those will still continue, of course, but all of these different crossover mashups, like the Deadpool and Wolverine and Ocean Go one, or the Overlord and Marvel Zombies one, and then the Snowhalation New Year's special. I have one that I just finished before I started recording this video. I'm really debating if I want to save it as an April Fool's update, or just not update, upload. Either that or just have it as a regular upload. I don't know. It depends on my mood. But yeah, I definitely want to cross off more mashups off my checklist. I have this playlist that contains a bunch of different covers and versions and stuff of certain songs I want to do mashups of. We'll just have to see where it goes from there. Those things have been in there for years, and I've only managed to get a couple of them down recently. So maybe I'm gonna start prioritizing that just a little bit more. For my piano videos, you guys may have noticed that I haven't been uploading them as much as I used to before. And while that is true for, let's say, 2024-ish and a little bit of 2025, technically I have been uploading them. You see, I've been kind of cutting down on some of those shorter piano covers that I used to do, where it's just TV size of anime songs, and I thought of an alternative where I can do that, or just record certain sections of songs that I know how to play because I'm still learning it or whatever, and then upload those. But instead of uploading them on YouTube, I've been uploading them on my Twitter. It's nothing too crazy. There's definitely songs that I upload on there that haven't been on YouTube yet, but if I ever want them to be on YouTube, but I would rather have them be like fully fledged piano covers. So for now, I kind of just share like small little snippets and stuff, which also means those piano compilation videos I will not be doing anymore, because at that point I'm just uploading those clips and stuff on Twitter. I will have that linked in the description in case anyone wants to see them, along with any of my other random tweets that I make and stuff, and that's totally up to you if you want to follow that. Extensions. Yes. This is another section of content that I've been wanting to expand upon. I've only done like one last year. Not really last year because it's been like a month. And then one the year before. And I don't know why I haven't been doing them. I guess it's just because I just get really bored when it comes to actually looping the song over and over to fit like the 15 to 20 minute duration mark. Sometimes it's a bit of a hassle depending on the song, because the way my editor works is sometimes the audio tracks like desync with the footage and stuff. So I always have to like listen through the whole thing to make sure it sounds right, because it'll sound like it's syncing in some parts, but then other parts it doesn't. It's weird. It's really hard to explain. I'm not really in the mood to explain it right now, but I just hope any of that at least made some sort of sense. Point is, making more extensions. Clay models. This includes just clay modeling videos or like clay model showcases. No, I will not continue those any further, because setting those up is such a hassle, and I don't have the desk space anymore to record those videos for a long period of time. Plus, editing them is also very tiresome, which is why I haven't really done any clay modeling videos since, I want to say, 2 years ago with the Christmas special. And there might have been another one, I can't remember off the top of my head. However, this is kind of the same case as like the smaller piano videos that I was talking about, where I will definitely upload photos of them on Twitter. Kind of just posting art in general, because I do want to show that off, but I can't really do that on YouTube. I don't want to just make 1,000 community posts of just, oh, here's a doodle of Shinobu or Dr. Doom or whatever. No, I'll just save that for Twitter, even if I don't have much of a following there compared to here. So yeah, no more clay models. Regarding the plush and figure skits, so the stuff like Plushie Bros, the 02 series, I'm going to kind of continue them. I've been doing like smaller videos and skits with those guys, nothing like too storytelling crazy. The last time I did anything like that was sort of a soft reboot-ish a year or so ago, with 02 waking up into the new basement room. I will eventually follow up with that. I can't promise a date as to when that actually will happen, but to summarize, I'm going to do it in a way where it'll make things easier for myself, and I don't have to like push out as much, which is unfortunate because I've been wanting to make these fully fleshed out stories for the series with the amount of years that I've dedicated to making them and building up to a climax that unfortunately never happened. So a lot of this stuff is going to be kind of off screen because I can't record upstairs anymore. My room is not there anymore, and it's been taken by something else. Why did I say something else? Someone else. So they will continue, but not exactly in the same way as they did in the earlier years of the channel. Fan-made Smash Bros. Soundtracks. Yes. These are sort of a subsection of extensions where I'm realistically just looping something. They're nothing like too crazy for me to be passionate about. There's a sort of just like, I kind of want to hear this song looped or whatever. Or it would be really cool if this song was in Smash, and then I would use the 31RS music visual for it, which is my favorite visual I've seen for any Smash OST uploader to use, which is why I've always referred to that rather than like some other ones that had like, I don't know, moving backgrounds or whatever. Although unfortunately I don't think there's high quality versions of all of the ones that they made. They have a DeviantArt page that has like a couple of them, It's not even like all of the original 8. It's like, I think up to Yoshi and then King K. Rool for some reason. I guess they had priorities, clearly. But I have a few that I think I can still do. Again, we'll see, but I definitely want to make more of them, just on occasion. Edits. So these are like my AMVs and stuff when I've been making anime openings. I want to do more, but I don't know if I will do more, only because they just take forever to do, which that says a lot, because there's one edit that everyone voted for, or at least they voted for the song, and I haven't gotten to it yet. I think I made that poll 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. Oh, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's 2 years ago. I could be wrong, but I just want to give a quick shout out to Jameson Mazel, because the dedication and the amount of edits that he can like pump out. I wish I had the energy to do that constantly. You guys would have seen way more of those from me. I don't want to restrict it to just anime edits, because, copyright is a piece of shit, which is why I kind of tested the waters with that little mini Marvel Rivals X-Men edit I made last year. I definitely want to like try more stuff with that. So edits are a maybe. Meme movies? Absolutely. I miss doing these so much, and now that I have more like certain pieces of Five Nights at Freddy's merch, I can make sequels again, and I don't have to restrict meme movies to just Five Nights at Freddy's. I know traditionally meme movies were Five Nights at Freddy's things because of, Five Nights at Freddy's basically starting the whole thing, and I'm just ripping them off. I'm kidding. No, I'm not trying to rip them off, but it's just something fun that I thought it'd be nice to tag along with. But yeah, no, with the Lego meme movie, it proves that I can do this with other stuff too. Yeah, it probably won't have the exact same charm to it, because I feel like Five Nights at Freddy's really solidified it's a portion of the identity of meme movies with it. Still, I definitely want to make more. Ooh, I think Mr. Minis would be nice. Maybe plushies. I don't know about the other ones. For Lego Marvel, I've been meaning to do a follow-up to my first Lego Marvel minifigure showcase, but unfortunately, I've been getting a lot of figures, and just recording those scenes took forever. Editing that video took forever, and my collection has gotten even bigger than before. And this kind of ties in with that other poll that I made, where it's like asking what you guys want to see next for a Lego showcase, and people voted Ninjago. I actually tried recording that for a little bit, but then I realized I might get more Ninjago figures after I record this, like not long after I would finish up. So I kind of gave up on that. Plus, my Ninjago collection is way smaller compared to the more populated collection that I've clearly shown more dedication to. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to do that. They'll probably just be much shorter videos. I don't want to make them into actual YouTube shorts, because I'm not a YouTube shill. But yeah, no, definitely expect more Lego videos in the future of just like showing things off, because I have a really big passion for these. For game clips, if you guys aren't familiar with this, I used to post like a bunch of random gaming clips of like Smash Bros, Super Kirby Clash, a little bit of Marvel Rivals recently. I think these might just be Twitter posts, honestly. I do have like thousands of Marvel Rivals recordings and highlights that I've never really posted, because I was thinking of making them into some sort of compilation video. That I know that doesn't really go with my overall channel, but then again, the overall idea of my channel is just posting whatever the fuck I want. So we'll see what happens. For remakes, this goes for just remakes of videos as a whole. What I used to do is completely remove the older videos I'm trying to remake, label them as outdated, put them in a playlist, sort of like a garbage can, but not exactly deleting them, because I'm sure people would love to see them for God knows why. Maybe nostalgia. Now, if I were to do remakes again, which I will, there's going to be a big change, which I've done before, but I've only done it once, so I'm going to make a proper announcement on it here. I'm just going to give them different labels rather than putting old and outdated. Old and outdated for like version 1, version 2 of all these other mashups or skits or whatever, because I think that's redundant, and I kind of feel dumb for even thinking about doing that. So now I'm just going to label it as 2026 version, and so on and so on. This goes to a very specific mashup that I think I've made worse in the Legacy album, and I definitely want to fix that. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about for my channel are requests. I don't really get requests for video ideas that much. There's only a few that kind of stay out here and there. And as for whether or not I am going to allow them, yes and no. I'm not opposed to people offering ideas, but I am not going to just say, okay, I'll do this video next. Like, technically, the Fury Bowser Phase 2 mashup, I put it into consideration, but that's not something I could really do because people don't make a cover of Phase 2 specifically. Also, at the time when I made that disaster mashup, I didn't know Phase 2 was just the same song with a different intro because I did not get Bowser's Fury. But then, a few years later, with the Legacy album, I made a follow-up because, that would have been a perfect opportunity to include it, even if it's technically not a Phase 2 mashup. Still, just have some decency. Don't be an NPC about it and spam my comments about it. Like, I know it's hard for some people because they just don't have that social awareness, but let's not have any issues about this, please. I already have my own life to suffer through. I don't need it here in my YouTube comments. Thank you very much. So this section is going to be a lot more of a rant than anything. If that's not your kind of thing, this is your calling to head on out of here. But if you're still here, or if you just wanted to see how I was doing as a person, thanks. As time went on, I kind of started to realize how lonely of a person I am. Like, sure, I had friends in school and everything, but then I realized that I never really spent time with them the same way everyone else spends time with each other. They visit their houses, they actually get to do stuff together. I've sort of just secluded myself because I've always just been under this weird impression that I automatically build out of fear that people just would lose interest in me. That fear kind of came true after COVID hit and we were all sort of just forced inside, so social contact was just kind of dead. By the time COVID, quote unquote, ended and then we all came back in person in high school, there wasn't really that much time to reconnect. And even with the new friends that I made there, that didn't really last too long because, everyone was busy studying, trying to make sure they get out of high school with the graduation so they don't flunk everything and have to restart it all. Get themselves into a post-secondary or do a nice job, something at least. And yeah, it's nice that I'm finally out of high school and I get to do my own stuff, but I've basically lost all form of IRL since then. I get to run into them on occasion here and there, but I feel like I never really got the chance to properly connect with them like some others were able to. And I know it's hard to keep friends after high school, but man, it felt like I basically lost everyone. And maybe I shouldn't really be saying this since they occasionally watch these videos, but sometimes it feels like I'm not really part of the family that I'm usually welcomed into. At this point, it sort of just feels like I'm kind of there. I'm not going to assume that they don't care about me. They've shown that they do. This is more so just a collection of feelings that kind of built up within me over time. And there was one person that I was very close to that was kind of all I had left as comfort. Whenever I was down, she would be one of the few people that I would go to comfort me and just ease my pain. Unfortunately, she lost a fight to breast cancer and passed away about last week on Sunday by the time I'm recording this. And it's been a lot to take in. I know some people that I know that have connections to her are taking it in their own way, but for me well, unfortunately, I just have to keep on going because time progresses and we can't really go backwards. Her final message to me is still sticking with me as I try to keep going and try to make the best of what I can. When you basically lose your last little source of comfort after everything else has left you, it leaves quite a toll. And regarding how everything will go in the future, I'm kind of just sitting around and waiting to see what happens, seeing what life has already to throw at me. I thought that I would figure things out by now, but I wasn't ready, so I hesitated. And that hesitation has kind of delayed me compared to everyone else. Because I look around and I see people just doing so well, whether they're in college, a university, or just a really well-paying job, or maybe none of those. Maybe they're just doing their own thing and somehow that's popping off. But for me, it felt like I've just been falling behind. Now, I guess the natural response to that would just to be, you'll catch up eventually or something like that, but even if that were true, that doesn't mean I like waiting, especially after everything I've already had to endure in my life, which I will not disclose in this video. So, with how much has happened over these past few years, anytime someone would ask me, it's like, how are you doing? Are you okay? Usually I would just tell them, yeah, I'm doing fine, I'm doing alright, I'm surviving. But really, if I wanted to be completely honest with them, I would just keep on saying that I'm not okay, because I don't think there's been a day where I feel like I have been properly okay. It's sort of just been a downward spiral for me, but I'm sure people have had it way worse. One of the few things that I've been constantly told is that you can't really show that kind of emotion out in public, like in a workspace or whatever. Because no one wants to see that. And that's what I've just forced myself to do. It's a very unhealthy thing to do, compressing all of your feelings in this bottle until it just overflows and explodes. And that's what's happened to me a couple times, but it feels just like something I have to keep doing because I don't really have a choice in the matter. Therapy in itself has this really weird reputation, and I don't really know how much it can really help my issues. So as I keep dragging myself through all of these challenges and pitfalls and spikes, it's just how I gotta go. It's just how I gotta go. So if you ever wanted to ask me how I was doing or how I've been, just know that what I say isn't probably what I mean. And after explaining it, now you guys know. But don't take it as a sign of me trying to bring down the mood. It's more so just me being honest for the first time in a while.